Okay, this will be an interesting one. Let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. This is a photograph, so we're going to print it as one. Nerds will inherit the copier world. We'll have to check to get closer when we get closer to that, when we get the original out. Okay, let's see what we have. We have here a photograph. Okay, it's a photograph of, I think, the local area in Cammeray Park. Nice little park. Oh, it's quite a big park actually. Yeah, a little bit smaller than A6, very slightly, and a little bit larger on the, but much the same. It's pretty close to an A6. We're not going to worry too much about the slight discrepancy. Yeah, that looks interesting. Looks a bit dark, but it looks nice. Maybe we could still use it. Maybe we could lighten it a bit. Yeah, that looks a little bit brighter, I do think. So I'm just going to decide which one we're going to use. I'm going to use the darker one, I do think. And we're just going to leave it on that. So this is our photo of our park. Nice to keep. Yeah, that looks interesting. Still not what I'm after. This is going to be a challenging one, folks. I do got a feeling. I do have a feeling. Unless we can use maybe that. I don't know. I'm going to try another one. Nose is itching. Oh, I get so annoyed when that happens. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I think we could work with that, even though we've got those ugly looking voids. We can't help that all the time. Maybe if I enlarged it closer to the edge, it would have looked better that way. but we can't get too fussy. In this case, 170, that sounds like too much for the vertical, but for some reason that's what we're doing. I'm going to cover up those voids, going to overlap them at the edge because they do look kind of ugly, detracting from the image. Yeah, that looks really quite nice. Maybe moving it across, but that looks brilliant. Maybe move it across to get that edge in the seam. I do think, although we can't move it further across than what we have now. I'm just holding the paper down. I don't want to lose my position too much, so I'm just going to keep slide it across. Folks, I don't know how this is going to work, if we're going to fuck it up further. We'll soon find out. I'm not good at remembering how things are on the glass. I've got memory problems, folks. My short-term memory and my hippocampus don't work too well because I came out feet first and breach when I breach and had a cord around my neck, and my memories, the memory would have been damaged by the lack of oxygen, and it's really fucked me over as it's just ruined my life, the way things have gone. And I think I did it right, because that's the last one and this is this one, so this looks a lot better. I do think maybe enlargement wise I could push it further. But basically I haven't got much of my hippocampus, which is the part of the brain that's responsible for converting short-term memory into long-term memories, and it doesn't work well, but the short-term memory is shit. So when it comes to learning in the classroom, forget it, I'm useless. And that's what I hated about school, was the teachers and my parents putting pressure on me to succeed, and yet I wasn't diagnosed with this condition. I wasn't diagnosed, and to this day I still don't have an actual diagnosis. So I have to, this condition just flew under the radar and caused so much grief in my time at school and in the workforce. About a decade ago, I had no idea I had anything of that nature wrong with me. And basically, yeah, I really struggled with schooling and work. I'm on the disability pension, fortunately. Otherwise, I'd be on the street begging. So good thanks to Centrelink for supporting me in my time of need. So basically I get the disability support pension, so I'm trying to I'm trying to use my talent as a photocopier artist to get me ahead, that one day I'll be recognised as an artist and won't have to take Centrelink benefits anymore. All due respect, Centrelink have supported me, and basically, yeah, I've been very, very fortunate we have it. But basically, I do wish I could go beyond that and use my talent and not focus on my disability. I've got to focus on what I can do, and this is what I do extremely well, and I have to concentrate on it rather than concentrating on what I can't do. So anyway, that's come up looking interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.